Hello, welcome one, welcome all to episode 7 of Fab Life with Lauren and Lee, season 3.
Season
3,
yeah.
Gosh. We've been on for so many seasons.
We just keep getting those repeat fees, do you know what I mean?
We just keep getting recommissioned by the bigwigs. And by bigwigs, I mean our credit cards.
Hey.
So welcome. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube,
Yeah.
but you, even if you're listening, you might be able to hear in my voice that I have a tan. Oh, what? I've been away, you ask? A golden tan
Little old
with
me.
a slightly red tinge to it.
You have got you.
That's my birthmark, so it's not that. That's really red. It's always
But when
red.
your birthmark blends in with the rest of your arm, you know you're in trouble.
yeah. When my birthmark's disappeared.
Yeah, you need to get some deep.
I'm all right, actually.
moisturisation
It's
on.
not too bad. It's just a slight redness. I've
Did
got.
you
Do you know
keep
what
your
I
watch
got? No,
You know,
I didn't
like-
even take my watch. I thought time doesn't exist in Gran
Oh,
Canaria.
No. Pack light.
But I've got a bit of a heat rash, so it's a bit.
Because
Yeah,
you're so shocked by the cool air of London.
yeah. No, I got that before I came. So anyone who doesn't follow me on social media,
Thank God.
sorry for your loss. But I flaunted it all over.
You were a thirsty, thirsty boy.
I really was.
With all those cocktails as well, you'd think you would have been hydrated enough, but he wasn't. Thirsty. Absolute thirst trap coming out of that pool with a Prosecco in hand.
Have you ever been to Gran Canaria?
No, I don't know whether I'm gay enough.
I've been.
Have you? Oh, mate. Oh, here it comes.
Well. What a time to come out the woodwork,
Do you know
quite
what?
literally. Mooch is here.
Yes.
Bloody Mooch is here. We were slagging him last week.
Oh.
He's faced his fear.
Yeah,
He's
I've
back.
come to earn some retribution. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've been to Gran Canaria. Went I think last year. We were down the Jumbo.
Oh my
The
god.
jumble? What's
The
that?
Jumbo is like this big.
Is it pronounced Jumbo? I've been saying Yumbo.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe
Yeah, Jumbo.
Maybe
It's with a Y.
You got the lingo. I got ew, the Jumbo.
The Jumbo.
Oh, honestly,
What's the jumbo?
It's different.
it's total utter trash.
It, like a club?
I don't know. It's a shopping centre type thing with loads of bars in it. But I mean,
This
no.
where
I mean,
Ricky's
I'm
is.
I'm talking Gran Canaria in general.
Oh,
Total trash. I had to lean into it.
Right.
I literally was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to lean into this. There was like, I passed a shop which was selling a t-shirt. Well, more than one t-shirt. And one of the t-shirts, I saw a man buy a t-shirt which said, it had like a progress bar on it, and it said fart loading ...
No.
I saw him buying it.
Oh,
I saw him
God.
getting his euros out of his wallet, and I thought, I can't do this.
I wasn't meant to be here.
I was Googling the Spanish for where is the nearest Soho house. I mean, but
You'd
do,
think they'd have one though.
do you know what? What are you joking? It's like, but you know what? It was great. I had a great time,
Yeah.
but it is total. There's no nice restaurants really. There's
Yeah.
no like.
What did you eat?
There's nothing bougie. Well, we went to a steak restaurant, but like they've got men as well outside, like trying to entice you in, like, "Hey, gents, come on in." Blah,
Oh my
blah.
God,
Actually, no,
topless.
they were British. There was a
Oh.
British guy that was like, "Come on, gents, you want to get in here?" Blah, 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 blah. But you know what? Everyone was so lovely and just having a great time, and it was so cheap.
Is it Gay Magaluf?
It's it's
Yeah.
full of gays.
Yeah.
It's full of gays, and
His adult only hotel, right? I was
Is a
like,
gay
oh,
hotel.
show me a hotel. And they obviously can't put that it's a gay hotel. But when you're going through the picture, he's like, oh, it's just basic. I was like, oh, well, as long as it's clean, because you won't spend much time there, you'll be around the pool. Swiping through, and then there's one picture of like 4 muscly gay men in the pool. And that's how they tell you that it's a gay hotel.
but when you walk in, it says Axel Hotel, and then underneath it says we are hetero friendly.
It's about time.
But I didn't know because my friend went, "Oh, we'll stay at the Axel. I always stay there." So I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll
We
book
always
the
stay.
Axel." I was like, I walked in, it was like Grind Alive.
Oh,
I was
God.
literally like, there was just gays everywhere, but it was quite funny because like, you know, in Mykonos, I went to Mykonos, and when I went to
It's
Miami,
very elite.
yeah,
gay
I was like
resort,
a
isn't it?
2. I was
Yeah.
like, you know, people had thought Quasimodo had come down from the bell tower, you know, for the Feast of Fools.
Are you taking our drinks order?
yeah. People are like, oh, he must be staff.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, in Gran Canaria, people were like,
You were like an 11.
who is this fitty? I was like walking around like, hi guys. So you know, I liked
Follow
it
me
for
on
that.
Insta. Did you take like a QR code for your Instagram? photograph on the pool.
But we had a great time. We had fantastic moments. Mooch, did you ever go to a place called Ricky's in Gran Canaria, the drag bar?
No,
Or
it was
Sparkle?
our first family holiday. So we
Yes,
went
maybe
to
not.
it was a bit different to what I imagine you did. We were just around.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We were on a TUI all-inclusive thing. It was our first holiday with the
Nice,
kids. So
nice.
it was just, right, you can put the kids,
Yeah.
you can do all of this sort of stuff.
Oh, wait, I mean, it's
great.
great for family, like, you know, because it's sunny, it's kind of
It's
chill.
hot all the time.
There's also like not loads of places you have to go to. That it's not like, oh, let's go. There's maybe a hike you
can
could
see
do.
some rocks and shit. It's
Yeah,
so
but
if you're really, like,
what I mean
if you're on a
is you've got
TUI,
the
great.
excuse to, you know, chill basically.
We got a caricature done by
I love them.
by a one-armed caricature artist.
Oh my
How did he hold the canvas?
Poorly.
Yeah.
It was one of the worst caricatures.
Oh my God,
I've ever
really?
seen.
You'll have to send Lee a
It's
picture
so
of it.
bad, and it was like I had to ask him how he did it, and he was just like boat accident as a kid. And it was like, but it was
Oh,
lovely,
shit.
but was a terrible caricature artist.
Oh
but
my
you kind
God.
of,
People were just doing it because he had one arm,
maybe
buying it off.
I don't
yeah,
know.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I mean, it's a weird place. It's really weird place. Great weather because it's kind of just off the coast.
Great weather.
It's so south, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like so low down.
It's basically like kind of near
It's
Morocco.
Africa, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
But so it was great, and everyone was lovely, and everyone was having a great time. But yeah, it like there was no like, you know, because sometimes I wanted to go to like a nice cocktail bar. I wanted a nice proper cocktail.
Mhm.
There was none of that. Like I was drinking cocktails that reminded me of, you know, when you'd go to like TGI Fridays
Yeah.
when you were 19, and you'd be like, I'm gonna get a mojito, guys, because I drink mojitos.
I drink cocktails.
and it's like, you know, sugar,
Just sugar, and
shit.
it's in a really massive jug.
Yeah, but I had a great time. I just chilled by the pool. I did go. I am slightly red, which is slightly annoying, but it's gonna go brown. I can
You'll
tell.
go nice and shiny and brown.
But we had this moment in Ricky's, the drag bar.
My
So,
hairdresser went to Gran Canaria last year, and he went there every night.
yeah, well,
because they were obsessed with it.
Everyone was there every night, and then
Yeah.
in the end, it was like, well, this is the only place to go. We went to Ricky's, and then we went to Kelly's Karaoke, which
Oh, I
is
did see you up on the stage.
oh
there.
yes. Do you want to know what I sung, Mooch, on karaoke?
Let me guess.
Have a guess.
I am the one and only.
Oh
No.
no, I did two. My first one
Only
was
two.
only two.
I bet you couldn't get in for the queue, could you?
Well, the list was a lot, and some of them were so shit I couldn't sit through them all. I was like, I
No.
can't do this. I did Eminem Stan, which
What?
is
That
That
is left
Oh,
field.
Mooch hasn't been in here when we've discussed
it's
it.
a legendary
It's-
of mine.
it's a
I've done
legendary
it. I bring the house
Lee
down.
Peart.
Okay.
And people, do you know, it's in the middle of the shopping centre, and then at night it turns into this karaoke bar. Which is basically a
You
shop.
can't. That makes
It's
so
so
much
funny.
sense because on all the pictures,
Yeah,
and when
people are
Connor,
walking past.
I did put it on his story last year. I was like, that
It's-
cabaret bar looks like.
Well, the
it's-
cabaret bar is a bit different, but this was karaoke.
But even that looks a bit like a shopping centre. The white chairs
Yeah,
and
it's all-
stuff.
yeah.
yeah.
So then this crowd like had formed, and you know, and people were, and I was like, loving life. And then the next day, I was like, I'm gonna have to do another one. You know, I'm a legend around these parts, in the Jumbo Centre now. So I was like, oh, what shall I do? So I was gonna do Desiree Life because it's
Yeah.
always and then
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
and it gets
classic.
people going. Well, I
Oh,
changed it last minute.
Oh.
I changed it. I
What
went
to?
rogue. Roll another blunt. I was gonna clean my room, but I got high. But I sang it like, but I got high.
But I got
I could have
high.
cheated and I could have passed, but I got high. And there's a video.
Like a Disney
No,
princess.
there's a video where I haven't, because I walked onto. I walked onto the bit and I said to the guy running it, I said, I will need a mic stand for this. And he was like, oh, okay. And he got me a mic stand. I put it on. And then and I was like caressing the mic stand like I was Adele at the
Yeah,
Brits. And I was
But
going,
you come in and then go out.
because I got high. Like, it was literally like, and then at one point, I take the mic out of the mic stand and I pull them out and I'm going, and then I go,
Clap along.
No, I go, let me hear it. And total silence. But people were singing along and it was just ludicrous. But then we went to Ricky's cabaret bar and my friend Maurice was with me, who is Irish. So this drag queen goes, and it's so funny because the drag queens there are like, they're just like, what's the way to describe them? No, not shit. No, not shit. 'Cause
really
they're
up
good.
for it.
But just like, so they'll be like talking and they forget they're on the mic and they can move the mic away. And like people
they
will
just
come
keep
up and they'll
talking.
be like, they want a couple of, and so they'll be going, yeah, and we're going to do that in 4 minutes till showtime. And then all of a sudden you'll hear, 2 shots over here for Wendy, 2 shots over here for Wendy. And I wanted to just go, you can, or he'd go,
Just turn it off.
he'd go, what you saying, love? What you saying? Come closer. What you saying? And like, but we could hear that. I'd be like, you could just move the mic away. Like,
Just the
Clearly love it.
professional-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The comic in you was just like, learn some mic.
yeah. And then it would be like, at one point he was like, clear the aisle, we need me. And then at one point, like about 5 minutes later, he turns, he sees that they've barely moved and he goes, move your fucking chairs. And I'm just like, fucking hell. Like, anyway.
And a bit like Paul O'Grady, like Lily Savage, where they don't change the voice either.
Yeah,
Like,
oh,
they
no,
just
no.
keep
Yeah,
the
yeah.
voice.
So
between
then,
drag.
What are there genres of drag acts? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what is that genre called? Just
What is that?
well,
Were they older?
No, so there was one real young one who would come on and he just looked, his legs were incredible.
Yeah.
Like, or I should say she, but whatever. And he, you know, they were younger and you could tell I was like, he's a kind of different type. And then
Yeah.
there was like one that had been there, I think, for 20 years, who was our favorite.
Yeah.
And was kind of like just getting into it, and you know, weren't the best at lip syncing, but it
But
was
I bet
just,
they're funny on the mic.
yeah, they're
'cause
funny,
They've just been
and
doing it every
and
night.
then they come out in the costumes, and they're just like. At one point, the first night that we were there, and there's a bit of commotion going on, and this guy's like lip syncing to "This Is Me" or something.
Yeah.
And this woman fell and completely smashed her face open. There's blood everywhere, and the show's carrying on, and he's going, "When the darkest words," and then all of a sudden, I
bet
saw,
it happens every night.
yeah, I saw them spot this woman, blood all down her face, and you just see them turn, and he goes, "Oh shit, this is me," and I was like, "Oh my god." Anyway,
that's all part of the show, actually.
Yeah.
They do that
she's-
every
she's
night.
She's a
planned.
plan.
That's,
She's a plan.
yeah.
Once
Somehow
a
sketch
week.
up.
Every Wednesday night. Yeah.
Once a week. Come on, Barbara. Break your nose again.
Get that blood thing, pop it in your cheek.
So then he goes, anyone Irish in the crowd? So naturally, I'm pointing at my friend Maurice, who's quite shy.
He
He's
is.
not shy, but he's like, we were so yin and yang. Like, he takes no photo of himself, and I'm going, ooh, good,
Perfect
good shot of
photographer,
me.
though. Yeah, perfect
Like,
photographer.
yeah. And
Like
or-
that with
like,
Freddie. I'm like, get a good. No, I've got 2 chins on that one. Go, move.
yeah, totally. Or I'm like they'll participate. Anyone from London? And I'm going, woo, London! Like, I'm trying to get attention.
And then anyone northern, and you're like, oh, I am a star.
yeah. So I'm pointing at Maurice, saying he's Irish. So anyway, he brings up a load of the Irish people onto the stage, right? And
Was it like the whole crowd?
there's about 8 of them on there. So and they start going, right, blah 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 blah, and then I'm kind of sat there, and I'd run to the front at this point like a proud mother, and I'm like, and I'm thinking, what are they gonna do? Like, and the guy is dressed as Mrs. Brown's Boys, the drag queen, which by the way I got asked to do warm up for. I said no. I was like,
What,
I've
the
never
actual
seen an
TV
episode.
show?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
God,
not warming up Ricky's.
I was gonna say they got the budget.
No. Anyway, so I'm like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna get him to do? And then literally I realised they're gonna ask them all
C'est
to
la vie.
Irish dance. Well, I don't know if you know this about Maurice.
Well,
He
I didn't know
came
it until Paddy's Day last year.
second in the World Championships of Irish dancing, and I was like that. I went, Maurice. I went, they're going to ask you to Irish dance. I was like elated because I was like,
I
they're
can't
all going to
believe
be
he's so
shit,
good.
and he's going to just
blow the
fucking.
roof off.
So he's like stood there and you could see he already knew.
It's so understated.
It's so understated, and I'm going, and I'm sat next to this old woman, and she's like, and I go, he came second in the World Championships of Irish dancing. Like, I'm like, literally like, okay, and I'm going, tits and teeth, Maurice, tits and teeth, come on, like.
Don't forget to say you want world peace. You're like Miss England.
So they get them doing it, and there's this woman that had been there called Wendy, and she'd been there every night, but she sits in the same spot. I think she was like friends with the owner or whatever. And fuck me, like how she drank. She's about 70 odd, and she just was drinking fireball shots. Anyway, she was off her tits every night. And she's
about
there.
45.
She's doing this Irish. She's butchering the Irish jig or the Irish dancing like anything. And then all of a sudden, Maurice just moves
So did
her
they all
out
take
the
the
way.
turn then?
Yeah. And Maurice comes in, and the crowd erupts. The
Oh my
crowd
God.
erupts. And I was
He's
just
so
like,
good.
I was just high on life. I was like, I don't need poppers. I've got this.
Take your poppers back, lads.
And then he was like, the drag queen was like, I've been here 15 years and I've never seen anyone dance that. And I was going, he's second world champion. And then
I
he
can't
got him to
believe he
do it on
dances
his
like
own,
that.
and it was so good. It was so good.
The first time I realised he was a dancer, and I was fuming at him because he didn't tell me.
No, he doesn't tell people.
He
Like,
doesn't
I
tell
would
people.
enter a room and go, Lee, second world championship Irish dancer.
Yeah.
You know, it would come up quite
You just
often.
dance into
You'd
the
just
room.
Yeah.
If anything sounded remotely Irish music-wise, I'd be up there.
Tell me more when I go home.
This is my
I
moment. Yeah.
complain.
But it was Paddy's Day like last year, and he was in the pub with like Philip Schofield and all the ITV lot, and he was up on the bar with his actual tap shoes on, with his actual Irish dancing shoes on. And I was like, I watched it about 3-4 times because I was like, how dare you
it
not
wasn't the
talk?
bar. It was Clodagh McKenna's like castle in whatever. She's married to royalty or some sort of royal person
Oh, it looked like
in
there
the
were-
pub.
Oh my
No,
god, it
because
looked
she's
like
got
a
like
pub.
an outhouse Irish
And they've
pub
done it
outhouse
up.
in the grounds. Yeah.
Get out.
Mm.
It looks like a little old
And
man
he got
pub.
up at the end, and
That's why
totally.
he took his shoes then.
Yeah, he knew. She wanted him to do it.
Oh, it's a good job he didn't slip on that bar.
Well, he did slip actually in Gran Canaria. Later on, he fell over on stage.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't get that on the Insta
I
story, did you?
I cut that from the video.
Did everyone like say, oh, and stuff?
No, but he'd just done a shot. They'd given him a shot, and then he carried on and he slipped, but he styled it out. It was funny. But no, so we had a great time. It was lovely. The weather was amazing. It was hot. Fuck me, though. The sand dunes. Oh, my God. Walking to the beach. There's no transfer.
Oh, my God, there's no transfer. How far's the walk?
It's
Oh.
and it's just windy. Try doing it with a baby in a buggy.
Oh, I know. I imagine.
Really?
But we wanted to go to the gay beach. You know, I said no. I can't stand them personally. But, you know,
I'm
my
not sure
friend
they'll
wanted
let
to
me
check
in.
it out. And we were walking through, and the sand dunes are kind of known as a bit of a cruising area.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, of
I couldn't think of anything
course.
worse. Just sand in your
I was thinking
You wondered
it's
what
so
that noise
hot.
was when you were pushing the pram
No,
through the sand.
But is it, surely sand is the worst place to
Sand
have
is the
sex.
worst to get
Oh, I
everywhere.
thought you meant I couldn't think of anything worse to men having sex. Me neither. It's sickening. No, and it's so hot. Anyway, so we were like navigating
need
the
your factor
dunes,
50
and
on.
I was like, honestly, and then all of a sudden, like we'd walk through, and then just someone would appear from the bushes, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Don't look them directly in the eye, Maurice. Come on, keep walking, stay safe."
Stay safe out there.
Anyway, but we were walking through, and he's got this video of me. I didn't know he's like filming, and I'm going, fucking Jesus Christ, I couldn't do this every day. Walking through sand. I feel like I'm on Ninja fucking Warrior. Like, and I'm just whinging the whole time.
So do
Are we there yet?
You do that on holiday though, don't you? You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, we're going to go to the beach. It's going to be so great. And then you're like, do you know what's really nice? The pool.
I don't like
Let's
a
just
beach.
go to the pool.
I'm the same.
I'll go for one day.
I'll go for one day, and I've done it. But Jesus.
You're battling the sand, aren't you?
And what it is you go in the sea, right? And it's lovely. And you come out, and you're fucking half sand all down your legs. There was no showering bits. There's no. It was just awful.
And you can't walk in the sand, it's too hot.
You can't.
Well-
Oh yeah, I was like jumping from the because I
Yeah.
had Gucci sliders. I thought if I leave these
then they
fucking
just-
sliders near the beach, they're going to be
gonna
stolen.
gone. Yeah, not in Mykonos, they wouldn't have been.
no. In Mykonos, they'd be like, he's poor. Gucci sliders.
When we went to Barcelona last year and we went down to the beach there, like the sea is like, like where the tide comes in, it like hits it and it creates like a bit of a a bit of a hill. So like to get back to where your stuff is, you're like, you've just come out the sea where the waves and you're like, don't get me waves, don't get me waves. And then you've got to like climb up this bit of a hill to get to things. It's like a bit like that, like a bit of a cliff kind of thing. And me and Freddie just got whacked by the waves, and it just hit us, you know, like knocks your pants down, doesn't it? Like, and then we just couldn't stop laughing, so we can't get up then. So every wave's just hitting us. Oh my God, it's one of the funniest moments of my life. You know, and you're like, we're never getting up from this beach. Like,
trapped there forever.
And all the little kids are running past you like, oh.
Well, we were just, I mean, it was a nude beach as well, but it was optional. I
Cocks
wasn't nude,
galore.
although I did have rather slutty trunks on.
We all
had a bit of mesh on the back, so you just saw a bit of crack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A bit of booty?
Yeah, I'll show you the full picture. I couldn't post it. I thought it's too
too
much.
risque. You'll get reported.
Yeah. But but yeah, we had a great time.
Sorry, mesh.
Okay, back to mesh.
Mitch is like, can we
just
discuss that?
finally just sunk in. It's like you know the things they keep flies out of, like a fly.
Was it just at the top?
Exactly that.
So you see like your bum cleavage.
Yeah. It was just
down.
like a little bit of it was a bit of like a window into the soul, a window into the hole. I bought them ages ago and thinking, oh, and then I thought I can't wear these anywhere, but actually I could wear them on that beach. I was overdressed.
Yeah, you had too much on.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a great time, and then by the pool was the best bit, because with the pool as well, you can just jump in. You're there.
When you get too
there's
hot.
a guy asking you what you want, and it's like another
drinks.
frozen daiquiri.
Yeah,
and you have to drink it really quick because it melts.
Oh, God, there's worse problems to have, isn't there?
I know.
So good. And when you came back, did you go straight out?
No, we got back late. We got back to Luton quite late.
Good old Luton.
And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And we were knackered.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing was I was taking a little vitamin tablet every time I got in, and it was meaning that I didn't have a hangover. And we were quite hungover after the first night, but it was doable.
Yeah.
And then actually we were quite good. One night
you just become accustomed, don't you? It's quite bad actually.
Yeah, and it's although hangovers I think hit differently when you're in the blazing
sun. Because the sun, the vitamin D sorts you out. Always have a fruit salad or something in the morning. I know you don't want it, but like it hydrates you as well.
Yeah.
So
watermelon.
Bit of watermelon. Lovely, grows natural over there.
And then Clang, Denise Welsh, was asking me to get a vertigo tablets, these special Spanish ones. So at one point, Maurice, bless him, was like, well, we're basically doing a tour of the pharmacies of Gran Canaria. I was going, Denzi Squelch needs vertigo tablets. So I was going in going, I have vertigo, like trying to... Anyway, they only could give me homeopathic ones. They had to prescribe them otherwise.
Oh.
I thought Gran Canaria would be somewhere where you could buy all the drugs.
That's what they were like. They were like, oh, they give you antibiotics anyway. Yeah. But no, they didn't have them. But we had a great time. We enjoyed it. Did your family enjoy it, Mooch?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
It's so cheap. I can't believe how little I spent.
It was it was just so easy. Do you know what I mean? Like with a kid, it's kind of like you just go, cool. Someone eats while the kid doesn't die, then the other person goes.
Yeah, great. Do a swap.
Did your hotel have like because we passed a family hotel with like water slides and stuff?
Yeah, all of that shit. It was nice. They had like entertainment. I mean, my kid was not even one at the time. I don't think so. It was just kind of like, okay, cool. Try and get him in the pool and stuff like that. And
that's cute.
So it was just easy.
I think I would go back. Not soon, but I would go back.
But you would go back. Well, me and Freddie have decided, last minute Larry, that we want to go away this weekend.
Oh,
so
my
watch this
God.
space.
Where do you think you're going to go?
Well, Olivia was weekend break, but do you know what? It's not a thing anymore. Last minute deals.
No.
They're just not a thing anymore, are they? I was like, do you know what? Just search for like Spain on Skyscanner and see like what, or like Italy and just see what cities. Just isn't a thing. Do you remember you used to get flights for like 14 quid?
Well,
it just doesn't happen anymore.
It does for me because I'm on EasyJet staff travel.
All right, here we go again. Could you get that on last minuters as well?
Yeah.
You cheeky bitch.
The return flight cost me £40.
Fantastic.
With luggage.
That's so good. Well, we do have Eurostar vouchers as well, so maybe we'll just have to do that.
With staycation, maybe.
I know, but I just love going away, mate.
Yeah.
I just love
I love
seeing
the idea
somewhere
of
I've
it.
not seen.
Then it's like when you actually have to do it, it's like,
Well, one thing I would say is, because it's always going home. That's the worst bit.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the effort.
Yeah.
And
Make
I
sure
was
your
in
home
the
journey's
airport,
good.
right? And there were a lot of older couples there, and fuck me, I was eavesdropping into all their conversations. And some of them, I wanted to turn around and say, "You don't love each other." Like literally,
you should have got divorced years
the
ago.
way the couples were talking to each other,
No.
there was just pure hatred. I was like,
I'd love you to say that and just walk away in your mesh pants.
Yeah. Saunter off.
Irish jig out.
And the husband's like, do you know what? He's right. I'm gay.
But
That's why we come here every year.
They were
For the
going,
mesh
oh, and then she was going, "Oh, shut up, John." And then she was going, "Stop. Oh, whatever." And he was going, "Yeah, do you think that's..." And like
I can't
fully,
stand shit like that.
fully just having a go at each other, but like semi-aggressively, where you could just see in their eyes they just hated each other.
Yeah.
And they kept bickering, and these were behind me in the queue. And at one point, I was like, I'm about to tell them to shut up, because they were queuing to get on the plane. And we all were, there was some sort of issue. And they were like, "Well, what's happening now? What's happening now?" And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I just wanted to get, but Maurice was looking at me going, don't say anything. Like, because
I can't stand people that like have like travel anxiety as well in the airport, and they're like, "What's this queue for? Do you think this is the right queue?" I think I'm not sure. I'm going to go and ask someone, because these could be cute. And I'm like, you're ruining my buzz. Because I'm a really chill traveller. Like, I love travelling, so I'm like, la la la. I get it on the plane last. I don't give a fuck. I'm not queuing for anything.
Thank you. I'm the same.
You're gonna get in the same seat.
Exactly.
Well, hold on.
I know there's the
People
whole
say that,
luggage
yes.
argument, but like
I always pack really light though. So
No.
but sometimes they make you go, "Oh, there's not enough."
Yeah.
Yes, which they've done to me before, and you know what I've done? They've gone, "I'm just going to put a tag on this luggage thing, because we're gonna." And I go, "Oh," and then I walk to the plane and I rip the tag off.
Yeah.
So
and then
because they
stuff it down their throat.
Yeah.
Easy jet.
But we had stuff in the hold because we had to get
Maurice
the
had his
cheap.
dancing shoes in there, didn't he?
Those dildos are heavy.
Yeah, let me tell you.
No, because easy. Anyway, so I could understand why some people were queuing or whatever, but it was a lot. And actually, on the way there, this gay guy I heard him go, and he was older. I heard him go, "Oh, let all the queens get on. You watch all the queens get on first." And I thought, "Oh God, you're one of those gays." And he was annoying me, like, you know, when you can tell someone's saying something loud for you to hear and trying to entertain, and I could tell. I thought, he's showing off in front of me.
Yeah.
So I was looking at him like, oh, and he was going, "Oh, I tell you what, I can't bloody stand. The plane goes at the same time. Why does everyone have to queue? Why does everyone have to queue?" And like, I was like, "Okay,
I'm
made
thinking
your
that.
point.
I'm just not saying it.
Yeah, like, shut up." I was thinking, let them get on the fucking plane. If we all sat there waiting for no one,
no one to get on
it, go without us. Anyway, got pissed on the plane, which is one of my favourite things to do.
Me too. They just hit different, don't they? It just hits different when you have that gin and tonic on a flight, because you're pissed after one.
Yeah.
You like wave it and everything's hilarious. I love it.
We used to do this thing where you'd buy a bottle of Baileys, and then you'd have to finish that bottle by the time you got to your destination.
God. Fantastic.
And
Baileys of all places.
It was a weird thing. Like, a friend of mine told me about it once, and we're like, "I'm doing that now." And
Sure.
yeah,
I guess I'll have to do that.
Family holidays were different.
Yeah. I really got through that argument.
I fucking hate you.
Oh, and then there was a baby crying behind me,
Classic.
which I didn't want to be mad about. But did you see that video recently that went viral of the American guy where he's like, "Shut that fucking baby!"
No.
And he's going mental, and then at one point he suggests handcuffing the baby.
Oh my God.
Why don't you fuck that motherfucker in handcuffs? And I'm like, and the guy's going, "Sir, this is a child." And then they have to deflight the plane. Deflight, is it called? Like, they took everyone off.
No, they didn't. Everyone got off the plane.
would
so it hadn't
be
took off yet even.
furious. I would be furious.
But everyone hits him, not the baby.
Yeah, but I would be like, we now have to get off because of him. I'd be like, drag him out of this plane until he's gone and take the plane. Like, I would be furious if him.
They know people like, if him. They know
surely
people like that.
You're a
though.
no-fly person now. You can't get on a plane after you
like abused.
try and handcuff a baby.
Also, like, does he not have any grip on reality?
No, it's like it's just a child. You
Like
know, it is a
babies
bit annoying.
cry.
But I have my Bose headphones.
Doop, doop.
They're so noise cancelling.
Are they?
But I couldn't hear a thing.
Fantastic.
It was amazing, and the baby was right behind me.
And you were just like, 5, 6,
I was listening
7,
to sound
8.
effects of baby screaming.
Well, he
I was
sends you
like,
up to
I
sleep.
can't hear that, baby. I can hear this.
I always want a tub of Pringles as well on a flight. Do you know what I mean? I never eat Pringles unless I'm on a flight. And I'm like,
Really?
I just want a salty snack with my drink.
Do you know what I had as well? Fanta lemon and some Lays.
Oh, did you? I've got a limonata in here and it's not hitting the spot.
Wow.
They've
Fanta
made them
lemon
low
does.
sugar. They've made them low sugar
Oh,
now.
that sugar tax has fucked us all.
I know. It's meant
Can't
to
you
be
just pay more and get the old stuff?
Oh, where are you getting them from? Some
Maybe.
underground.
No, but
I bet in
surely
Soho
just go
you
like,
can.
cool, this is the right call, but if you want the good, like,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
good shit.
like
This is like
£100 Coke.
naturally light now. Yeah.
I've got you a Capra Sun with a twisty screw top, or you could have an old school Capra Sun
Yeah.
where you pierce the lid yourself
I
with
think
the
in
straw.
America they've got that. The Mexican soft drinks are made with real cane sugar, and it's like the
Oh,
good
Yeah,
stuff.
God,
Mountain
like
Dew
your
as well.
teeth fall out.
Oh, I tell you what I did see in a Spanish supermarket.
What?
Don't know if you know, I've been on holiday.
It's a
Um,
Spanish supermarket.
Sunny Delight.
Oh my God, yeah, we just don't
What
have it.
happened to that?
Well,
Too much sugar.
Well, that girl turned orange, didn't she?
Is that
Remember?
true?
A girl, was it here or in America? I
I've
think it
just
was-
laughed and I'm hoping it's not serious.
No, her skin turned orange because she drank so much Sunny Delight.
No.
Do you know what?
I
though?
can taste it now. I can actually taste Sunny Delight. It's so weird, wasn't it?
Do you know what I found the other day? A video. It's an actual thing. Oh, I don't know if it's a spoof. I'm going to double check. Maybe if it's a spoof now.
What is it? Go on.
A woman, but apparently it's a thing. A woman woke up from a coma with a Chinese accent.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Shit like that happens all the
Oh,
time.
I mean, I don't want to get into it just in case, but it's the funniest thing.
That
ever.
is hilarious.
That
That is hilarious.
She wakes up and she's like, you know, Tracy from Wigan, and she's like, I'm not. I can't.
Don't do it. Do
No,
not do
don't
it.
do it.
Do not
Don't
do it.
do it.
We'll get the video.
Oh my God.
I-
Well, I worked with a girl, and when she first started talking, she had a French accent. So she didn't. None of her parents were French. She was actually Australian, and she wasn't watching French kids TV shows, but she had a French. She talked with a French accent.
We did
So weird.
we did an assessment once in at university. We were doing a comedy module and we had to write our own sitcom episode. So I can't remember the girl's name. So did it and there was a live audience would come and watch this episode. And it was like 2 gay guys living with a girl who's just broken up with a straight ladies, all that shit. And we get to the thing and the line was something like, I don't want to go out with him anymore. Like, leave me alone or something. And it was set in Britain. It's like London. And this girl walks on and she goes, I don't want to go out with him anymore. Like, leave me alone. And then we were like, oh, stop. And the teacher was like, hey, yeah, sorry. Do you want to? She was like, you're putting on an American accent. And she was like, oh, yeah, sorry. She comes back on. And she's like, I don't want to go out with him anymore. Leave me alone. And then, like,
she just couldn't. Act
she was going.
without doing
She
an
couldn't.
American
She couldn't. No, but it was only. She couldn't stop doing the American accent. It was the strangest thing. And I was going, just talk British. You're British. You're
Oh my
from
God.
Stoke-on-Trent. Like, what are you? And she was like, oh my God, I can't stop it. Like, I can't stop. Like, it was the weirdest thing.
There's a podcast here that does the same thing.
What they put on.
What when they
Like,
talk?
they're lovely guys. Juan, if you're listening, probably not.
How dare
But-
you?
I'm gonna message him. I'm
But,
gonna
like,
message
they're
him.
Colombian guys. They're all.
We're
Colombian.
huge in Colombia.
Yeah, yeah.
Massive.
And I just pulled them aside like, why do you all talk in American accents? And it's just like, and they all do it. And it's
So
just
like
kind-
they're talking not normal,
and they're talking
then,
normal, and then in the
the
pod, hey
starts.
man, yeah, what you do? I'm like, what is going on here?
Oh my God.
Oh, well, my niece was watching a lot of YouTube videos, so she's like, she was playing with her toys. This was years ago, and she was like, "Oh my God, we have to change the baby's diaper."
Diaper.
And I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, she's watching a lot of American YouTube stuff."
Yeah. No, my niece is she's really northern sometimes, like so she was like ears, for her ears and stuff. But then my dad is Papa and she calls him Papa.
Papa, can you hear me?
Yeah, she's literally like Barbara Streisand.
So they go American. We do that though, don't I go really camp when I record this.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'm
Normally
like,
you're just.
I'm like, bring on the pussy.
Yeah, I actually speak like the Queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lauren is the most well-spoken person.
Yeah, I actually have an
the minute that
RP
mic's on, she's
yeah.
like, hello.
They actually asked me to be on Made in Chelsea, but I denied. I actually saw a northern character on Made in Chelsea advert the other day, and I was like, well, he's been miscast, wasn't he?
Really?
Because he's like...
Or did he own the North?
Well, they're just not allowed on that programme, are they? They've all got to be like really raw.
Yeah. My dad owns a biscuit factory.
Oh, yeah. In Squat Street. Well, I've just got to show you, someone sent me, because my DMs are always full of people sending me newer briefs.
I think you're going to say nudes. I was like, what are you going to show us? Me and my mesh?
Nudes. Newer briefs.
I'm going to show you as well very quickly before we finish at the end.
I've got 2 new ones. So one is someone was in a job.
So
and,
these are abbreviations
yeah,
that Lauren loves abbreviating every single word possible.
So funny. Yeah, one was a guy got a new job, and when you do your paperwork with HR, and he was like, "Oh, let me just go and get my Nashi number out."
Nashi number. My Nashi num.
My Nashi nums, yeah.
Nashi num.
And then the other one is, that Depop Drama page. If you don't follow it, it's really hilarious, and it's like stupid conversations between people. And someone's asking for lower postage, and they say, "I wish I could, babe, but it's too low for me. Any bees have been more expensive this month." And they put any bees, slang for energy bills.
I was thinking, what is any bees?
Any bees.
Slang for energy bills.
So we got to bring that in.
Well, I posted a clip of me a while ago, actually, but it's gone a bit viral. It's actually at the Vauxhall Comedy Club.
Belly Comedy Club, Vauxhall.
Sorry, Big Belly Comedy Club, Vauxhall. We'll edit that in post. And it was basically me. It's clipped, so it does look a little bit aggressive from me, but it's all in good.
But you've posted it before.
I posted it before, and I basically say to a guy, "Are you a comedian?" He goes, "No," and I say, "No, well, get your feet off my fucking stage then."
Yeah,
like,
and everyone's like, "Ha, ha, ha,
everyone
ha."
likes it. It's been
harmless, sort of.
Yeah.
harmless
Yeah.
banter.
Great way to start the show.
But then what happens is I zoom in on his face and it goes, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." And
Yeah.
you can't really see his reaction. Well, it's gone viral. It's had about 600,000, and the abuse I am getting from some people.
Fantastic. Let's see.
It's like, well, someone's put lol. He's got all the heteros mad in the comments. Because what happens is people abuse me, and then others come to my defense.
Yeah.
Are they abusing you in a homophobic way, or is it
There's
just
some homophobic stuff in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like, how
great.
dare you? I never mentioned
Is
I was
this
gay
on
in the video.
TikTok?
No, this is on Instagram.
Oh, is it? Because
really?
TikTok is worse for...
I would have thought
TikToks. I've had it. I've had it on. It went viral on TikTok as well, so I've had it on both. Now, but TikTok was about a couple of months ago. Now it's
TikTok
Instagram's
is worse, I think, and Facebook. The other two where people just don't think you're a human being if you post something.
When feminine gays thought being mean means funny, eye roll. Even I felt awkward for the guy. If you're on the front, I'll read a selection. If you're on the front row and don't laugh at a quick soft roast, then why are you at a comedy show? That comment alone has got 3,400 likes on it. People have. He gave you his time and attention. He was so into your set that he even got comfortable and propped just the tip of his shoes on stage. And you go and humiliate a person that was there for you. Damn. I was like, he wasn't there for me. It was a mixed show. He didn't know who was going to be fucking on. It wasn't Leap It Live. Someone's put, he thought he recognised him from Grindr. Wasn't even funny. Just straight up rude. Anyway, this was the one. Well, there's a race row in there as well. If you can go and find it, yeah, something about white people and white privilege. I don't know. It's happened. I would have dropped my meaty nutsack on your midget forehead. Midget forehead. Well, I started. Yeah, that's exactly what I started doing.
I've got a 5-head though. My forehead's massive.
Well, mine's quite big.
Don't dwarves have quite big foreheads normally though?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, they do.
Just
gonna get
to be precise.
Yeah,
they do. Well, I don't know. I never really know.
What is he saying? You've got a big forehead or a small forehead?
Is he calling you a midget or your forehead a midget?
Yeah, no. I assumed he meant a just tiny forehead.
It's just bad English, isn't it?
I just put, how meaty we talking? Meaty
That's the
nutsack.
perfect reaction.
Anyway, they were so funny as well because I was on my lounge during Gran Canaria reading some of the comments, and I 100% mean this. The abuse was giving me pure entertainment. I just thought it was the funniest thing. Like, I actually think they're hilarious. I know, like,
I would never make a comment on anyone's thing that I didn't know.
No.
Anyway, so it baffles me that people have got to that point where they feel the need to tell you.
Well, one person put, you will never amount to anything, you so-called comedian. Like, comedian in brackets. He was like, you think you're this is not an all this, and he was like, you'll never be anything. So I was reading this comment, and I thought, I'll go on his profile.
Is it just like an egg?
So I went,
no,
it's an actual person, and on one of his reels, he was doing like a beauty like tutorial.
Sure.
So I went on the reel. And I commented, this is how petty I am. I commented saying, oh my God, this deserved way more than 7 likes. I thought, so good. And he blocked me. I was sat. Imagine me, mojito in one hand, I'm in Gran Canaria, and I'm going, and Maurice goes to me, what are you laughing at? And I go, I'm just replying to some of the trolls.
Oh my God.
Purely entertaining. And it was such a snide little bitch. This deserved way more than 7 likes. 7 likes.
Being genuine.
He's doing his putting serum on. I'm like, it's taken you longer to edit that video. You have nothing, and I'll amount to nothing. I'm viral, bitch.
Oh my God, they're amazing. I'm amazed he had a profile. Normally they have like no profile picture, and it's like John Smith 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You know what I mean? And then like in the bio is like Britain. You know, like the British flag, Britain first or whatever. And then it's good to be kind, or like be kind. It costs nothing. So much that, and it's like
that guy had put. Oh, that's what he'd put. He put, oh my God, your voice is one of the most annoying voices I have ever heard. So I linked him to my voiceover page. I was like, represented by lip service voices. Thank you very much.
Oh my God, you need to do that.
Anyway, mooch.
Yeah.
All is forgiven. All is forgiven.
All is forgiven.
I've really enjoyed. I was in a bit of a shit mood.
Were you?
I hope we've put you up.
I'm glad you.
Just go on Lee's reel and just have a little quick read.
Go and read them. Anyway, gotta go. This has been episode 7 of season 3 of Fab Life
with Lauren and Lee.